3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
Friends, we are back for another day of fun on the podcast. Puff and Steph, what up, girl?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Trying to figure out a little bit about what the plans are this week for this new studio we're moving into. Yeah, for those of you who missed the show yesterday, we made a huge announcement. Steph and I are leaving my house and moving studio to a new location where we will tell you very soon. But like, I'm just trying to figure out kind of the schedule. Like today, they're moving stuff out of that space, so I can only do so much. You and I still got to do some decoration shopping yet, which I know you're super excited about.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And I'm gonna start getting Christmas decorations together. And I'm gonna have an inspirational quote wall, I think, like behind where I sit. And then I figured behind where you sit, you can put like your own, like whatever inspires you.
So you think that you're gonna have an inspiration wall behind you, and you suggest that I do the same?
Yeah, I think it'd be fun. You can put like pictures of your dogs or like the Bills logo or like whatever makes you happy.
All right.
Are you going to do it? It'll be so fun.
It'll just be, you know what it'll be is I'll have one picture up there, and it will be this one. This is what inspires me. The Chris Hemsworth picture you got me. Was it for my birthday or Christmas? I can't remember which one.
It was for Christmas, and I love that you literally whip that out of nowhere every single time it comes up.
Yep, it's here. I got it. It's always sitting on this table. And then maybe I'll also tack up your hair that I still have in a bag.
There we go. We got to do something about that. It's going to expire soon.
So I still have Steph's ponytail in a bag and Chris Hemsworth. Here's Chris Hemsworth with your hair. It's good.
There you go.
Okay.
That's your inspiration.
My inspiration is your hair and Chris Hemsworth. That's not at all creepy. Today's show brought to you by Freisinger Hyundai. Right on the price, right on the pike. For October, you get 0% APR financing when you go through Hyundai Motor Financing on 2020 Elantras, Sonatas, Konas, and Santa Fe's. Good credit, bad credit, it really doesn't matter. They'll take any credit situation at Freisinger Hyundai and work their tail off to get you into a brand new Hyundai. Again, Freisinger Hyundai, right on the price, right on the pike. So yeah, in the upcoming days here, we're going to give you some details on what's going on with our brand new Puff and Steph podcast studio. We'll probably be shooting some video, throwing it up on the Facebook page, probably do a Facebook Live from the space here, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We're kind of bad at figuring this out. The goal.
Well, maybe we can do it once we have like our decorations up and stuff.
Our inspiration walls. Yeah. The goal again is to be in by Friday for Friday's show. To be in there. Will that happen? I don't know. Maybe that's a bold prediction, but. If not Friday, then Monday. So we're trying because Friday's a very special day. For those of you who don't know, Friday is the 1-year anniversary of this show launching. We launched October 30th, 2019. And this Friday is October 30th, 2020. So it'll be our 1-year anniversary of the podcast, which is crazy to even think about.
I know. It's so exciting. Yeah,
so we're moving forward, trying to do some fun stuff. Just make sure you pay attention to what we're doing this week. And for those of you who have already said congratulations on the new space, new studio, thank you guys so much. Yeah, we're gonna have guests in there, and we're gonna have advertisers in there. That's where you're gonna go and pick up prizes when you guys win things from us. Instead of me trying to figure out how to mail them all, which has been a pain in my butt. This will be nice. You guys will be able to go to this location and pick up prizes. So just keep your ears open for what we're doing here. One thing that we have not talked about yet that we need to was last Friday, you and I went on a ghost hunt. It was interesting.
Definitely like nothing I've ever done before.
So we went with Jott-Nyx Paranormal to the Haldeman House in Bainbridge. Now, all cards on the table. not a huge believer in ghosts. But there were some things that I had questions on after doing this. Like, for me, the biggest thing was the flashlight thing, right? So we went to this dark room in this old mansion, and they would, like, take a flashlight, and they would put it, like, kind of unscrew it so the battery's not quite touching the metal piece that makes the flashlight turn on and off, right? And they'd sit that on, like, a windowsill, and then they would ask questions of the spirits. And they'd be like, is this Olivia? And then the flashlight would go on. If this is Olivia, turn the flashlight off. And then the flashlight would go off.
Right.
It's like,
it was creepy.
Did you get married here? Flashlight went on. Okay, turn it off, Olivia, and the flashlight would go off. And it wasn't like bang, 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 bang. Like it took a while, and you sat there, and you're like, okay, this is kind of, all right, yeah. But then when it started really going, it was pretty cool. It was, I can't really explain it.
It was. And, you even questioned, like, what kind of flashlight is this? How is this working? Is it a Bluetooth flashlight?
Right.
Are you guys controlling it? And they were able to prove that it was, like, pretty legit. And I was terrified at the beginning because that's just me. I was horrified.
It was so funny.
But then,
I took some video, and I got a lot of Steph scare faces.
well, we were in this room, and they were like, okay, yeah, we're going to start, like, talking to the spirits now. And I was like, how does this work? And then they turned the lights off. And I was like, oh, we're doing this in the pitch black?
Yeah.
I was terrified. But as it went on, they made you a lot more comfortable with it. And they kept saying, like, they're not going to hurt you. Like, we're just, like, talking to them. So the flashlight thing was definitely creepy and cool.
I also did a white noise test, which I put a headphones on that were, like, that was playing shortwave radio in between stations. So all you got was this, like, right? The white noise. And I was supposed to hear things in the noise. So I couldn't hear anybody else in the room, but they were asking questions of the spirits, quote unquote, in the room. And then the plan was for me to hear their answers in the white noise. And I gotta be honest, I didn't hear much until about 3 minutes in to having the headphones on. And I started to hear like this. So I would hear the but I would also hear I couldn't like pick out any words or anything, but I did hear that. So that was interesting.
Right. And then we went out to the summer kitchen, they called it.
Yeah.
It was like a separate building from the mansion. And this is when you were doing that experience you just talked about. So you weren't with me. They separated us. And I was kind of freaking out because I was really relying on you to protect me. And I was like, no, I'm going to stay with him. And Matt, one of the guys in charge, was like, you're going to be fine. Come with me. And I was like, okay. So we went out there. And apparently the spirit that lives in that house speaks Spanish.
See.
And they like knew all these things about these people. So her name was Lydia, and they were like speaking Spanish to her, and there was a computer picking up on like their responses. And it was creepy because she definitely responded like muy bien, something in Spanish. It was pretty clear. So that was also really freaky.
It was very interesting. Again, we want to thank our friends over at Jott-Nyx Paranormal. They do Boob's Brewery, like ghost hunts there. They do them at Haldeman Mansion. They do them a bunch of different locations. Make sure you follow them on Facebook. They're really good people, and we're working on something for the spring with them where maybe we go on a ghost hunt with some listeners. They like win the chance to go ghost hunting with us. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, why did it take a pandemic for businesses to start doing this?
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
So I kind of don't understand why this is just a thing because of the pandemic. I don't know if you've been noticing this, but a lot of restaurants are now putting like tamper-proof stickers on their boxes, right? So you order things, it comes to your house, and you have to like bust open a sticker before you open the package with your food in it. I don't know how much you've noticed that or haven't. Not all places do it, but a lot of places do.
I have seen it.
Why is this just now a thing with the pandemic? How come that was never a thing before we had to worry about COVID? I still don't want people tampering with my food.
Right, because remember, this was months ago. We talked about a story where a delivery driver was like eating people's food on the way to deliver it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you know, I delivered pizzas for Domino's back in the day, and it sucked smelling that amazing food. Like you're just like driving to someone's house and just like, oh, they're really gonna like that. Oh, it's so they got wings too. I smell the wings. Okay, all right, calm down, Puff. Don't. I bet they wouldn't even notice if I snaked one pepperoni off the. Don't do it. You know what? I never did. But.
You promise? You promise you never picked out a French fry or a wing or anything?
Didn't have French fries at Domino's, so don't worry about it. Never touched a breadstick or a piece of pepperoni or nothing.
Good for you.
Wanted to, never did. But I know there are psychopaths out there that have touched people's foods, have, like snaked a French fry, or maybe like, oh, they ordered a 6-piece chicken tender. Are they really going to count to 6? Are they really going to pay attention if there's a 5-piece chicken tender?
That's just messed up. I'd be ticked.
So I just don't quite understand why all of a sudden this is the thing people do when it should have been, this tamper-proof sticker should have been a thing long before COVID.
Right. It shouldn't have, like you said, it shouldn't have taken a global pandemic for that to be a common thing.
Mm-hmm. So do better stores, do better restaurants.
Well, you know what? I feel that way with a lot of things that COVID has brought about. It's like this new movement of wash your hands. And it's like, shouldn't we have already been doing that? All these things that they're saying, clean frequently touched surfaces. It's like, you should probably generally be cleaning your house on a weekly basis anyway. You should probably be washing your hands like after certain activities to begin with. You know, it's like just a reminder of things that we should always be doing.
The one thing that makes me laugh is the face touching. They're like, don't touch your face. And then you sit there and go, I never touch my face. It doesn't, whatever, I don't. But then you don't realize how often you touch your face. Got a scratch, right? Your hair's out of place. Like that counts. You're touching your face when you move your hair. Like
I do it all the time.
We can change, you know, the hand washing, cleaning surfaces, tamper-proof stickers on things for delivery. I don't know if we're ever going to change the face touching. They say avoid touching your face. Like you do it subconsciously.
Yep. Oh my gosh, I was just doing it while you were talking about it. I didn't even realize. And another thing that really kind of grosses me out, you start thinking about things more that you're just used to doing without thinking. At the gym, you have to clean the equipment before and after you use it. And the other day, I had a hair in my mouth, like in the middle of a workout. And I was like, trying to get it out of my mouth. And obviously, like, you're touching all this equipment, you're using the sanitizer, like, it's disgusting to think about putting your hands in your mouth. And I struggled for like 15 minutes just going, and I was like trying to get off of my sweatshirt, but then my sweatshirt's touching everything. It's like normally, and as gross as it may sound, before this pandemic, normally I would have just pulled it out and moved on. But now I'm like, what do I do?
Right. And did you stop and think that it might not have even been your hair?
Ew, stop. What? Thank you for that.
All right, well, this will make you feel better. Researchers on the University of Glasgow in Scotland, along with Scottish SPCA, did a study to find out which type of music dogs like the best.
Oh my God. Okay, this is the kind of news we need in the world.
Okay, if you had to guess what dogs like, just throw it out. I know what you're gonna say, and it's wrong.
So it's not country then?
That's exactly what I thought you were gonna say, because that's your favorite type of music.
All right, you know what? I feel like dogs are like happy-go-lucky. I feel like they probably like upbeat pop music, right?
No. What they found, there was clear psychological and behavioral changes observed when dogs were exposed to a variety of music. Overall, the highest positive changes in the dog behavior took place when they played the dog's two types of music. One, reggae. All right, we're jamming. I want to jam it with you. All right. And two, soft rock.
Soft rock?
Yeah, like Kenny G. Na 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 na.
Like almost R&B type stuff?
No, like Goo Goo Dolls or something.
Zoe, do you like the Goo Goo Dolls? Do you like Bob Marley?
Yeah. So reggae and soft rock, that's what dogs responded most positive to.
See, I would have totally expected more upbeat music, but that's just because when I put thoughts and words into my dog's mouths, they're always like, how are you? I love you. I love you. I love you. Like, they're always happy and upbeat.
Right. But apparently, if you want your dogs to act in a positive manner, throw on some Matchbox 20, or I'm trying to think. I don't even know, like, current soft rock. All I can think of is stuff from the 90s. Yeah, like Goo Goo Dolls, Matchbox 20, probably some Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yes, I like Matchbox 20.
There you go. And I do have another kind of bad story to pass along. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah, well, just think of the dog one. While you might think delicious-looking food is pretty harmless, a review of studies suggests you have it all wrong. Turns out regular exposure to virtual food could encourage you to feast regardless of how hungry you actually are. So, if you're looking at like food pictures on Instagram all the time or Pinterest or whatever, it could make you eat a lot more even if you're not hungry.
I can absolutely attest to this. And there's literally times where I'm like, don't even get on Pinterest, because it's like 6 ways to get your best butt. And then it's followed by a 6-layer cake recipe. And just looking at the picture of it, I'm like, I don't even care about having the best butt. I just want cake. And I literally will feel inspired to get up and get something sweet. It absolutely is true.
Yeah, they said your Instagram feed could end up, or could lead you to end up eating excess calories that contribute to weight gain. So maybe it's time to block some of those food channels on your Instagram.
But I love seeing them. I'd rather see that than some of the other stuff people post. But this is just another way that social media can be so bad.
It really, really can. Coming up in just a couple of minutes here, I want you in this break to start thinking about your family, your close family and your extended family. Try to just picture everyone, think of everyone, because I have a very important question to ask you next.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
This is very, very interesting. There's a study that's been done that says, and this is from Ancestry.com. I think they know what they're talking about when it comes to family trees. 1 in 8 Americans have a felon in their family tree. 1 in 8.
What?
So what's that? 15%?
Wow. Well, that's kind of freaky to think about.
1 in 8. So, Steph, I asked you to think about your family. Do you have a felon in your family?
You know what? I don't think so. Like, there's some parts of my dad's side of the family that we're not real close to, and I don't really know what's going on over there. So, who knows?
Probably them.
But, like,
probably them.
It's probably them. Well, my dad's side of the family is very Italian, so, like, I don't know. Some of them we don't really keep in touch with. But my mom's side of the family, everybody's great. I mean, I'm totally biased, but I can't think of anyone. What about you?
No, it's your dad's side. And you said very Italian. I'm totally going to stereotype. Obviously, there's mafia in your family.
Yes.
You're the mob. I mean,
well, what about you? Can you think of anybody in your family that's a felon?
No. We've had some people in the family have had run-ins with the law, but nothing that's like turned into a felony. Nothing that's turned into any type of like real jail time. So I think I'm not the 1 in 8, but I might be wrong. I might get a message from my mom later after she watches this and says, actually, your uncle whatever has been in
Uncle
jail.
Ken.
I have a cousin Ken, but you know what? Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Maybe we might have someone in the family who had a pretty bad drug charge. I might be wrong. That's probably all I should talk about before I...
Yeah, we don't need to get into specifics.
Yeah. This is love, but you got to know when you're wanted. That's the problem. An 18-year-old guy in Germany was busted trying to break into a prison to win back his ex-girlfriend who dumped him by phone. Speaking of felons.
Wow.
Yeah. If she's breaking up with you in jail, or maybe even she broke the law to get away from you and went to prison, that's probably a sign that she doesn't want you, and you probably shouldn't break into prison to try to win her back.
No, she's not the one, man. I'm sorry to break it to you, but she's just not. She's not your girl.
Look what I did for you. I broke into prison. Yeah, and I went to prison to get away from you.
Could you imagine being that unhappy in a relationship that you'd rather go to prison? Like, that genuinely makes me sad.
I don't know what she was in jail for. Let's just say it was bank robbery. She goes to the bank. She's like, hey, this is a stick up. And she gets all the money and she just waits there. And they're like, well, aren't you going to leave? No, I hate my boyfriend, so I'm waiting for the cops to show up to arrest me to get away from him. and one teller behind the counter is like, I hear you, girl. Absolutely.
Girl, I see you.
Absolutely. This is a great idea. Good for you. Why don't you take back charge of your life?
Can I come with you to jail? I'll join this little mission.
Hand me some of the money. I'll say I did it too. It was an inside job. All right, let's stump Steph. The average American home spends close to $140 a year on this. What is this? Homes this year probably spent more.
$40?
$140.
140
a year.
So something that has like amped up because of COVID, amped up, I don't know, because of COVID?
Yeah, absolutely it has.
Is it cleaning related?
Yes.
Is it a specific cleaning product?
What do you mean?
Is it like toilet cleaner, disinfectant, Lysol? Like specifically? Bleach.
No, it's not bleach. And it really has nothing to do with COVID, like getting rid of COVID or disinfecting or cleaning COVID. It really has nothing to do with that.
So it's not a cleaning product.
I mean, it kind of is.
Hand sanitizer?
Nope.
Gloves?
Nope.
It's kind of, how can it kind of be a cleaning product?
Ask more questions.
Do you use it on your body?
Yep.
Hand soap?
Nope. Think about this year and what was in demand.
Oh, toilet paper.
There you go. Average American home spends close to $140 a year on toilet paper. I bet this year most people are spending more.
Oh, definitely. You know what I'm thinking? We should probably start stocking up soon because they're saying it's going to get bad again this winter.
I don't even want to think about that. Okay, let's keep going here. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. 30% of people surveyed said they would be willing to pay $100 for this. What is this? They'd be willing to pay $100 for this. It's something that you normally costs you $0, but they would be willing to pay $100 for it.
Oh, like to make their body more fit, like a different body.
No, that's not right. But it does involve the body and health.
A new face.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thanks. No, it has nothing to do with changing your appearance at all.
But it has to do with your body.
Your body and your health. I don't know.
Oh, a new heart.
No, you're not changing anything about your physical body, really.
So it's not something that somebody can see when they look at you.
Sometimes they can, but
If you're naked?
no. It's
It has to do with your health.
It can. Yeah, it can. Some people think a lot of people think this is very important to your health. Some people need it more than others.
Is it on the inside of your body?
No. 30% of people surveyed said they'd be willing to pay $100 for this. What is this? What is good for your body that you would pay for?
Water.
No. This is something that's normally free.
It's normally free.
Something that actually you're quite good at.
Smiling.
No. Pay $100 for smiles? No.
Something that's free. Being positive and happy.
No.
Why can't some people do it if it's free? If that makes sense.
No, everyone can do it, or mostly everyone can do it. Just some people do it better than others, and you are very good at this.
Does it have to do with being like active?
No, like almost the exact opposite.
Oh, sleeping.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, I am a pro.
30% of people surveyed say they'd be willing to pay $100 for more sleep.
Duh, Steph. Okay, I should have gotten that one a lot sooner.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it. All right, friends, that is your Tuesday show. We'll be back tomorrow with a Would You Rather Wednesday. I've picked a question out. It's interesting. This is going to be a deep conversation, I think, tomorrow. All right, we will see you then. Until then, enjoy your Tuesday. Later.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.